to our guests and those who have served our country in many ways. Would our veterans who are here today please stand? Thank you for your service.
Our Scouts will now accompany Commander Tony Mikulek from the American Legion, bringing in the colors. Please rise.
Prepare to post the colors. Post. Say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing while Mr. Hurls from Wynford High School sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Pearl. Please be seated. Next, we have Russell G. reading God Bless America by Arthur Vasco.
In the courts of sport and entertainment, they have forgotten the scales of justice, lacking honor for those who gave life and limb, sacrificing blood and buried with God-giving grace. The anthem is our history of all triumphs, good and even flaws. Look into the eyes of a veteran to see a suffering vault. They who fought so that you may play, they who died so the rich may live this day, even the poor still have their freedoms. For veterans themselves knew their reasons. No man, no nation can stand up to perfection. It is a about respect of those who gave, despite all imperfections, without history repeats, sending more to the cross and nave. When you hear God bless America, think of those flag-covered graves. Think of the children of fathers, because it is you they saved. Our nation is human, filled with imperfections. Protest for change, for better days, while holding respect for those who before you with their blood led the way.
Thank you, Russell. Second grade will now be singing and sharing.
Dear veterans, thank you for protecting our country. You are strong, smart, fast, and brave.
Dear veterans, thank you for protecting our country. I would love to be in the Army when I grow up, just like my dad.
Dear veteran, thank you for giving us freedom. You are very brave because you fought in the war without fear. We all have peace from you. Thank you for being heroic.
Thank you, second grade and Mr. Grove. Now first grade will sing. Thank you, first graders.
Andrew Schaff will now share a Veterans Day poem.
Veterans Day by Cheryl Dudson. On Veterans Day, we honor all who answer to a service call. Soldiers young and soldiers old fought for freedom, brave and bold. Some have lived while others died, and all of them deserve our pride. We're proud of all the soldiers who kept thinking of red, white, and blue. They fought for us in all our rights. They fought through many days and nights. And though you may not know each name, we thank all veterans just the same.
Thank you, Abby.
Next, Kinsey, Jaden, Gary, Jilly, Weston, and Jacob are going to share with us about the military branches.
What is the United States military? In simple terms, the United States military, or also called the Armed Forces, are made up of these 5 branches: Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Navy. There are 3 general categories of military people: active duty, reserve and guard forces, veterans, and retirees. And of course, there are millions of family members and friends of military members, past and present. The President of the United States is the Commander-in-Chief, who is responsible for all final decisions. The Secretary of the Department of Defense has control over the military in each branch, except the Coast Guard, which is under the Department of Homeland Security. With over 2 million civilian and military employees, the Department of Defense is the world's largest company.
It is because of our bravery and our fortitude of the United States Army Force that we are able to call ourselves a free nation, enjoying the securities and liberties that are often taken for granted. Each branch of the U.S. Armed Force has a unique history and serve a specific purpose, but yet all work in unison to defend our great land. We would now like to share with you information about each branch.
Veterans who served in the Air Force, Air Force Reserve, or the Air National Guard, please stand. The Air Force Reserve, and the Air National Guard were founded on September 18, 1947. The Air Force is the nation's primary source of air and space power. The primary mission of the United States Air Force is to fly planes, helicopters, and satellites. The mottos are aim high, fly, fight, win, and integrity first, service before self, excellence in all we do.
Veterans who served in the Marines and Marine Corps Reserve, please stand. The Marine Corps and Marine Corps Reserve were founded on November 10, 1775. The Marine Corps is known as the United States Rapid Reaction Force. They are trained to fight by sea and land and usually are the first boots on the ground. Marines are known as the world's fiercest warriors. The Marines' motto is Semper Fidelis, which means always faithful.
Veterans who serve in the Army, Army Reserve, or Army National Guard, please stand. The Army and the Army Reserve were founded on June 14, 1775. The Army and the Army Reserve dominant land power. The Army generally moves into an area, secures it, and installs order before and values before it leaves. It also guards United States installations and properties throughout the world. The Army motto is "This we will defend." Army National Guard began as a state-funded militia under various names from 1636 to 1903. The National Guard became a federal reserve force called the Army National Guard in 1903. The Army and the National Guard is an elite group of warriors who dedicate a portion of their time to serving their nation. Each state has its own guard as is required by the Constitution. In fact, it is the only branch of the military whose extent is actually required by the Constitution.
Veterans who served in the Navy or Navy Reserve, please stand. The United States Navy and Navy Reserve were founded on October 13, 1775.
The Navy's accomplished its missions primarily by sea, but also by air and land. It secures and protects the ocean around the world to create peace and stability, making the seas safe for travel and trade. The Navy's motto is Semper Fortis, which means always courageous.
Veterans who served in the Coast Guard or Coast Guard Reserve, please stand. The Coast Guard's official history began on August 4th, 1790, and its service received its present name on January 28, 1915. The Coast Guard's mission is primarily with domestic waterways. The Coast Guard is involved with rescues, law enforcement, drug prevention, and waterway patrol. The Coast Guard's motto is Semper Paratus, which is translated to always ready. Thank you all veterans for your courage and service, and thank you for taking the time to honor our veterans.
Thank you all.
Alaskan Canine Troop is being read by Drew and Hunter.
I am the flag. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over institutions of learning. I stand guard with power in the world. Look up and see me.
I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am loved. I am revered. I am respected. I am feared.
I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. I was flown at Valley Forge, Gettysburg, Shiloh, and Appomattox. I was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, and the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Korea, and Khe Sanh, Saigon, Vietnam, no me. I was there. I led my troops. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired, but my soldiers cheered me, and I was proud.
I have been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries I have helped set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled upon, burned, torn, and trampled in the streets of my country. Nor it is done by those whom I've served in battle. It hurts.
But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth and stood watch over the uncharted frontiers of space from my vantage point on the moon. I have borne silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hours are yet to come. When I am torn into strips and used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the battlefield, when I am flown at half-mast to honor my soldier, or when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving parent at the grave of their fallen son or daughter, I am proud.
I am the flag of the United States of America.
Thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you, veterans, for your service. And now we'll turn it over to Mrs. Ratliff, the elementary principal.
Good afternoon. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming as we honor our veterans. There really is no way that we can thank you enough for the sacrifices that you and your families have given in your lives to give us the freedoms that we cherish so much. So I would like our students and staff, please, to give a huge round of applause for our veterans. wrap up our assembly, I would also like to acknowledge the time and effort that Mrs. Pranger and Ms. Veracruz have put into preparing the students, the slideshow, and this great assembly for all of you. This is the 4th year they've put this together, and every year it just gets a little bit better. So let's also give them a round of applause.
Thank you for coming. Have a great weekend.